Wright's triangle stands in the middle of a well-worn brick path that breaks in half to wrap around the metal walls of the sculpture. Most often, WW students choose to follow those broken roads to avoid the sculpture and move towards their classes. But this was not the original intent for Wright's triangle. Wright's triangle was created in 1979 by minimalist artist Richard Serra, revered as an innovator in the field of minimalist and post-minimalism sculptures. Serra has been considered to be a leader in reinventing the idea of modern abstract. Serra's work deals with obstruction, confrontation, interaction, and the belief that art should speak on its own without relying on representation of the artist's emotions. Serra's avant-garde style of sculpture has sometimes been viewed as obstructive and disruptive due to the highly corporeal nature of his work, and its reliance on the viewer's proximity and physical interactions with each piece. However, despite this fact, Serra has received many awards and been honored by many prestigious foundations. The core idea of Serra's work is well represented in Wright's triangle. Serra originally intended for the sculpture to be moved through, not around. The piece is meant to force the viewer to interact with it, and by extension, view the world from a different perspective. Another interesting aspect of this piece is the way in which each metal plate rests against each other to support the sculpture as a whole. Each slate is welded together as a safety precaution, but the piece would just as easily remain standing simply by the support it provides itself. This makes Wright's triangle a particularly fitting piece for a college campus where students rely on each other to create a strong community to help one another succeed. Although Wright's triangle was never meant to be viewed solely as an obstacle, even when students choose to avoid the sculpture, its intention is held true in that the viewer is still forced to face that theme of confrontation and view their surroundings in a different way.